HSBC Sevens World Championship men's competition about to get underway. Your referee from New Zealand, Nick Hogan. His young daughter Isabella at home in New Zealand watching on. Great to have your company wherever you are around the world. It's about 20 to 3 in the morning in Spain and in South Africa. So thanks for joining us if you've stayed up. Here we go. Men's World Championship final. South Africa against Spain. Selvyn Davids to get us started. We're underway in the men's final in Los Angeles. Paul Pla, World Rugby Player of the Year nominee. First Spaniard to 100 tries with the first touch. And Ceres carries it forward, and there's a high arm from Visser. It's a penalty to Spain.
Yeah, and that's going to be a major part of this game, the physical battle. The Spanish are so accurate at ruck, at maul, at tackle, and I think that's going to be the secret there. Also, they target around centre on attacks. It'll be interesting to see if they go to that well off this line out.
Semi-finalists here last year in Spain. They got one better this year. They're in the cup final. Can they win it? You wouldn't put it past them. 29-5 against Argentina in the semi-final. Here's Laforga. He's been one of their best. Carries it up to the halfway line. Bolinches to Ramos, and now Edu Lopez, who's tougher than he looks. He's a slight player, but he puts himself about. Here's Jojo Ceres again. Alejandro Laforga tries to get on the weak shoulder of Selvyn Davids, does that, but then little Ronnie B, Ronald Brown, comes in to make the hit. Spain like to play at their own pace. They're very efficient at keeping the ball going through the phases. Brilliantly coached by Paco Hernandez. Pla gives it to Lopez. But we know South Africa have so much experience on the big stage. One of the best defensive teams in rugby sevens. They will stand tight here. This green wall, so hard to break down. Moreno, quick hands from Lopez. Big hit came in from Ewan Nortje in the shirt with no number. Now Lopez is going to kick. Paul Pla's on the chase. Shilton van Wyk getting back, as does Selvyn Davids for South Africa. Right place, right time. Selvyn Davids now dinks it over the top to Impi Visser. Paul Pla, smaller man, puts him over the sideline.
Great work there from Paul Pla, as you'd expect. Such an active player. Interesting, I haven't seen Spain kick the ball much this series, but they do on that occasion because of the great defense from South Africa. But look at this, little man or big man, drive low into the legs. He hangs on. That's just awareness, knowing the sidelines there.
Graphic top left. They were 10th in the world this time last year.
Don't close the gap though.
Third coming in. They were second for much of the season. Hit their first cup final in Dubai in the opening round. They have more possession here. No score yet in the Los Angeles final. Here's Paul Pla. He switched wings over the near side. He gets away from one. Another high arm coming in. That time was Shilton van Wyk. They got an advantage here, do
Advantage over.
the Spanish Sevens. Bolinches. Bolinches almost through, but Selvyn Davids had him by the ankle. Laforga in midfield. Two hands. Lopez. Lopez, that slight change of pace. He's so deceptive. Paul Pla gets it away to Ramos, but he tried to get rid of it before he had it.
Oh, you can feel they were just building, weren't they? They weren't far away from cracking this code on defense. South Africa, look, 3 honeypotting around, so you know there's going to be numbers on the outside, and Ramos could feel it too.
I don't think he's made an error all weekend, Juan Ramos. That's the occasion. And that line speed from South Africa too. They just put so much pressure on you.
We bind properly, and we're patient until the set call, please.
What South Africa do in this area of the field. A lot of times, if Spain rush, they will kick this ball long.
South Africa won 4 gold medals in a USA Sevens event.
Set.
It's the joint most alongside New Zealand. 3 in Las Vegas, once here in LA 4 years ago. They got their first set-piece possession of the game. And look at the feet of Selvyn Davids. Oh, the Silver Surfer from Jeffreys Bay will open the scoring in the Los Angeles final. That's world class from Selvyn Davids.
Oh, he has led this team brilliantly this weekend, Selvyn Davids. And look at this. Sit back and admire. Look at that filthy footwork from Selvyn Davids in the skip to go through one left foot, a second left foot, and then bang, bang, he is off. And there's no one who looks better when he's in the clear than Selvyn Davids.
Yeah, nominee for Player of the Year last year. Missed the first couple of events in Dubai, Cape Town, but made his mark on this final. 7-0 with the successful conversion. David sends it high. Bolinches with the free catch. Ramos had that error a little earlier on. He'll want to shake that off, and they'll work their way back upfield. Left to right. Nothing wrong with the pass. The Paul Pla went backwards. Not a problem. Serres hit hard by Selvyn Davids. Ronald Brown goes in, but not rolling away as the call.
Just a little bit of pressure on the Spaniards, isn't it? You spoke about it. We haven't seen Ramos make a mistake. There was another one from Paul Pla, their two coast skips. So they can feel the heat, that's for sure, from the South African defence.
8, you were fine. Subs.
Early sub too here from Spain. Bozal is going to come on.
Thank you.
He's on for Bolinches. That's like for like. Angel Bozal. Moreno's going to be the target here at the line out from Ramos there. Oosthuizen competes and wins it for South Africa. Selvyn Davids, though, has been mugged by Moreno and Serres. Serres has lifted the legs. You've got to be a little bit careful, but they created a maul and they've won the turnover back. That's good stuff, having conceded the line-out.
Yeah, that's fantastic. After losing their own throw at line-out time, it was a bit messy when it come down. There's not much Davids could do. But look at this awareness from Moreno, who's been fantastic. Serres will take the legs out. There's no way he's escaping from that. That is high rugby HQ there.
Crouch!
I think this is where you strike around the centre position here for Spain. They need something.
Sit!
Just 7 tries conceded this weekend from South Africa. That's what's helped them get here to this championship final. As Lopez almost gets away from Van Wyk. Laforga's there in support. Van Wyk gets up, makes another tackle. Paul Pla now. Ramos, that's the siren for half-time. South Africa lead at 7-0. Paul Pla. Paul Pla! Almost away from Van Wyk. Now some momentum for Spain. Can they make the most of it before half-time? Bozal, big man. But I tell you what, the left shoulder of Zane Davids is made of granite. Ramos. Lopez. Again, Van Wyk making tackles. Penalty, South Africa.
Holding.
How good is that defence, this green wall? And Van Wyk's going to kick for himself here. Moreno's running back. He's going to beat Van Wyk to the ball here, and he's happy to put it over the end line. They'll take their medicine, Spain. They'll go to half-time, a score down. South Africa, the try to Selvyn Davids, converted. They lead Spain in the LA Championship final, 7 points to 0. Juan Ramos will get us back underway. Spain in just their second ever cup final. Up against South Africa, who are seasoned campaigners. Their 75th tournament deciding match.
Okay, tackle.
Norkia into contact. There's Visser arriving. Here's Davies. They got to watch him. He kicks over the top for himself again. It's been well read by Angel Bozal for Spain. They got a penalty. Not many decisions have gone their way in this game, so that'll help. Look at that graphic, Carlton, on the top left. That tells the story.
Yeah, the Spanish totally dominating the possession stakes, aren't they? You can see they're in no rush to get this game going. A lot of the teams, have been using a tap kick to launch on, but Spain opting to go to the scrum.
Change for South Africa. Coming on for Zane Davids is one of the greats. Shakes Soyezwapi, 32 years of age, his 59th tournament. There's a whisper or two this could be his final season. What a way to go out it would be.
Bind. Sit.
Set piece from Spain. Ramos is wrapped up by Davids. He just about gets it away to Laforga, but then a loose pass in front of Lopez. Picks it up on the bounce. Lopez gets away from Norkia. Slips underneath. Van Veek puts his knee to the floor. Tackler has to let go. Bozal. Ramos just juggles that one again. Jojo Ceres hits. And comes away to the near side. To Laforga now. It opens up. Van Veek tripped over. Oh, it just went forward.
No. He's knocked it on.
Knock on Spain.
Into green going forward.
Oh, man, oh, man.
Knock on white.
The Spanish team, there's a lot of juggling of the ball in hand because of the defense of South Africa. It is absolutely brutal. Look at this come across. Impi Vissa, top of screen. You watch him lower the boom here. Crack! And that's what they're copying every single time. So they're just having a little sneak peek, the Spanish attack at the moment. And Laforga, he absolutely cops it.
Thank you. Come on. Just be patient.
It's like a quarterback being hit on the blind side, isn't it?
Crouch.
Tough man, Laforga, though. He's straight back in.
Bind. Sit.
So Davids defeated right on halfway. South Africa with the converted try lead. Ronald Brown's on the near side here, but he's going to go open. There's Selvyn Davids, bit of space in front of him as well. Then a beautiful ball over the top to Kieran Norkia, but he can't hold on.
We had the option, George.
Set play. He's the wheels on the edge, just couldn't hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful pass. Yeah, he's angry with himself there, Norkia. The skipper did so well to see the way he gets over the advantage line. Beautiful pass, but it's a tough one to take when you're running at full noise and full stretch at the same time.
Yes. Lock on. Thank you. Scrum just here, boys. Yeah, right there.
So the errors from Spain hurt them early. Just that one from South Africa gives the ball back. Lopez has come to the sideline.
Manteca's come onto the field too for Spain in the centre position. That's where they like to attack. He's got the headgear on.
Ramos feeds it. Laforga. Here is Jaime Manteca. Checks off his right. Good step. Almost gets away from Brown as well. Good quick ball. They change direction. Jeremy Trevidic now. Anglo-Spanish. Manteca. Nice draw of the man to Paul Plough. And Paul Plough's clear. Davids coming across. But Paul Plough will win the race. Spain are back within 2 points. And it's that man, Paul Plough, with the moment.
Oh, Manteca had a couple, and look at the beautiful timing on that pass. And it's Paul Plough. And make no mistake, he is one of the Rugby Sevens elite players.
Oh, they'll be cheering at the Sant Cugat Club in Barcelona.
Stop.
The extra two doesn't make it from Ramos. Remains a 2-point ball game. But the nominee for World Player of the Year, Paul Plough, first Spaniard to 100 tries, has stood up in the championship final.
Time on.
Spanish fans in the house enjoyed that. Okay, game on now. Just 2 points the difference. Ramos gets us back underway. Moreno on the chase. Tristan Lades brilliantly lifted by Sheikh Soyazwapi. Brings it down. Undolovu's out there in 13. As is Reinders off the bench for the Blitzboks. Here's Selvyn Davids to Ryan Oosthuizen on Angel Bozal. Two big units up against each other there. Reinders again. Bounce ball. The Undolovu gets away from one and another. Mufundo, Undolovu, Trevidic runs out of gas. And the Blitzboks responds straight away.
Well, both coaches utilising the bench, and it just shows you how important it is in these big games. There was a wonky old ball to Undolovu, but look at him here, the strength to palm off two defenders and then finish from deep. Has a little look, but there's no way anyone's catching Mfundo Undolovu.
How often do you see bounce balls result in a dog leg in the defensive line? Defense just checks a bit and picks it up, and he had the engine to get there. Mfundo Undolovu, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, two-time tournament winner as well. Strapanga's underneath this, but that is foul play from Xander Reinders, and he will go to the sin bin for 2 minutes at 14-5. What might that have to say in this final?
Well, he's basically out for the rest of this match. He didn't even look. That is dangerous play, to say the least. And under the big lights, sometimes pressure gets to you, and that's definitely a pressure call. You want to make an impact for sure, but now South Africa will have to scramble.
So 9 points of difference, that's 2 scores. Can Spain take advantage on the power play in the final? Here's Ramos. Ramos almost gets in a tangle with Laforga there.
Checo!
Should be able to find an overlap. Here's Trevidic. Bozal. Strapanga just got in front of them. Trevidic to Laforga. Working it narrow here, Spain. You think they might want to shift it and try and work the overlap on the far side. Big hit coming in from Soyuz-Wapi. And South Africa win the jackal. And Sheikh Soyuz-Wapi, 32 years young, wins the turnover.
You can't underestimate what that moment has done in this game. He come on in the semi-final and made a good impact. And this time here, makes the shot, comes in straight on the pill. That's a second one. That could be the 2 biggest plays in this tournament for South Africa right there from the old skip.
Green, let's go, please.
So 14-5, South Africa now in control. They're looking for a 43rd all-time tournament win. Big moments in big games. And Siviwe Soyuz-Wapi came up with a massive one there. Former captain of this team. Here's Ricky Duarte off the bench trying to add some energy late. Final 30 seconds now. Tristan Lades coming around the corner. Norkia at pace. Spain had their moments, but South Africa are putting the squeeze on down the stretch. Heavy contact from Oosthuizen on Trevidic. Duarte steps off his left, and again to Lades. Back to Duarte. Ricky Duarte! All smiles will seal the deal for the Blitzboks. Playing with 6 against 7 doesn't matter with this South African team.
Because it's mentality, and that's what they bring. That hard edge, getting it to the edge with Lades and Ricky Duarte. Well, we know he's such an active player. Strutt's a strong player, and he will put the exclamation mark. Tricky Ricky ices it for the Republic of South Africa.
Ricardo Duarte with the big flex to finish the job for the Blitzboks. A professional performance from a professional team. And if it is the last time we see Sheikh Soyuz-Wapi, what a way to go out. South Africa, HSBC Sevens, world champions in Los Angeles.